So the only reason I'm filming this is because I promised to myself and to you that I will post a video on YouTube for at least 5 years. A lot of decisions I took in this life, I would say, are not rational, not necessarily easy to explain. Why 5 years? Why not less? Why not more? I started this YouTube journey as a way to discover myself, to expose my thinking to the world, to maybe help someone who might feel occasionally lost in the world, like I'm feeling occasionally. And also, maybe most importantly, to prove it to myself that I can do something very hard. And this video, I think is the hardest one for me, because I have to force myself to actually film it, which is a bit strange, given that most of the times throughout this past 1.5 years since I started to film, it was quite natural and quite intuitive and quite useful and beneficial to me. This one is not. This one is heavy. This one is not intuitive. It doesn't flow. It's hard. And yet I know that if I don't film it, it would be even harder. Did you live this kind of things, like knowing something is hard, but not doing that hard thing is harder than actually doing it? I guess it happened to a lot of people who are disciplined and consistent with something. But I'm now wondering, what is behind that? Is there unproductive stubbornness behind this decision ultimately to just do it, given that it's forced, and ultimately for the purpose of this kind of discussions, it should be beneficial to you. You should get something out of it. What can you get out of it? Beyond my stubbornness, beyond seeing that maybe, sometimes if you want to be consistent, like really consistent, you have to force yourself to be consistent. Consistency is not something that flows all the time. It's not something that is easy to do all the time. Because if it would be easy all the time, then you wouldn't train any kind of muscles at all, right? On the outlook, it might look like everything flows because you just do it so naturally, but there has to come a time in your life where it doesn't flow. And yet you do it. And the reason why you do it, if you articulate it, you will realize that's a core value for you. That's something that you don't want to violate. That's something that's deeply meaningful. And it doesn't have to make a lot of sense for a lot of people. It's your own journey. It's your commitment to yourself. It's something that helps you prove yourself that no matter how much conflict is in you, you can still cut through the fog of confusion and doubt and worry and whatever else you want to put in that mysterious bucket that keeps us stuck, you have to just take the next step. You just have to do it. And sometimes doing it, it's not glamorous. It's not highly valuable. It's not a performance act. It's just a proof of commitment. It's a proof of being truthful to yourself, especially when all sorts of reasons pile up that become so convincing that you shouldn't do it anymore, that you almost don't do it anymore. And that's the very moment when you have to do it the most. This might not make sense, but it makes sense for me. I talked last time about tests of faith. If sometimes it's not hard, it means that there is no means to prove to yourself first that what you want is first of all worth it for you, and that you can prove to yourself that you can achieve it. And in order to prove to yourself that you can achieve it and stay on the path, right? Be truthful to yourself, be in alignment with your values, stick with your commitments, be consistent. In order to be able to prove that to yourself, you need to be tested. And tests come in this very camouflaged way. In the form of many reasons. Good reasons, at the first glance, for why you should just quit, for why you should just drop the idea, for why you should just forget about it, forget about the whole project. Well, you have always to think about the cost, the underlying cost of not doing it. Because not staying consistent, not sticking to your goals, not honoring your own commitment towards yourself, despite freeing you for a brief moment and getting you some relief, because now suddenly you gave in to the narrative that became so convincing that you shouldn't do it anymore. Despite all that, you know deep down that you gave up on yourself. And the pain of living with that feeling is bigger than any other. So this video might look forced, and it is. But by now, it also started to feel very peaceful and very freeing. And it really feels like you're actually, or I'm actually going through this test and succeeding at taking it. It might be the case that 1 week from now, the attitude is a bit different. It might not be. And that's not the problem. If it's the same, good. If it's harder, good. If it's easier, good. but it will be, one way or another. And if anything, this channel is testament to me, to whoever will watch it, of consistency, of commitment, of not giving in to that voice that convinces you otherwise. This is a good test, and it's passed. See you next week. Until then, happy exploration.